Prom season is officially over. What do you do now? So as any season comes to a close, no matter what season it is, whether it be something for sports or something like graduation/prom season, I always do these 3 things. I could sit here and abbreviate the whole thing, but I feel like that might be a little too corny, so I'm gonna just say it out loud. I always reflect, plan, and act. I'm trying not to come off as corny as possible. Realistically, I promise y'all, that's what I do, okay? But this is just typically what I do at the end of every season. Football season, basketball season, prom season. I've done it for the past 2 years in a row with prom season. So I feel like it's a little self-explanatory, but I do want to go in depth with a lot of things, starting off with reflect. At the end of every season, I like to sit back and reflect on how things went. The pros, the cons, the good, the bad. What happened that I didn't like that I want to avoid next time? What happened that I like that I might even want to keep the same or maybe improve upon? Something that I can say, like as a reflection of something I like, was the simple fact that I had a lot of bookings, a lot more bookings than I ever have for the past 2 or 3 years that I've been doing prom photography. Something that I didn't like that I want to improve upon for next year is I couldn't take more bookings. For next year, I want to be able to take a lot more bookings than I was able to. I don't want to have to turn away any bookings at all. There's the reflection. Right? So here comes the second thing. You need the plan. When you figure out ways that you want to improve for next year or things you want to change about next year or things you want to keep the same for next year, you always want to figure out a plan. What is your plan to go ahead and do these things? Let's just say, for example, you want to plan to improve your quality for next year. Let's just say, for example, you want to plan to get new equipment for next year. Or let's just say you had a bad experience with a client, right? So I had a bad experience with a client. I'm not gonna really get into it, but moving forward, I have to plan accordingly to avoid situations like this. You know, not everything's avoidable, but you're gonna do the best you can to avoid certain situations that you don't wanna be in. So that's what I'm saying. That's where that planning stage come in, because you have a whole year. You know, prom season is a whole year away, but you need to start planning stuff now. And within those plans, because a lot of people, we get stuck at that planning stage, you need to focus on the act. What is it that I'm going to do with these plans that I have to actually make my goals for next year come to light? If your goal is to increase clientele, you need to figure out a way from right now till next season to promote yourself. Easiest way, start working on a flyer. Take your best photos and figure out a way to put those on a flyer and get it ready for next year. If you don't already, make sure you have a website. When you get your website up, whatever the case may be, however you want to display or portfolio your photos, you need to make sure that all your best prom photos that you took this year are all put in a position or a place on your website where people can find them next year. You know, when it's around that time for prom season again, you want to have all your best work displayed. That's how you're going to get more people to come in, because, all right, this is my best work. You want to have that on your website so that when people look it up on Google, whatever the case may be, people can find you. Now, if one of your goals is to increase the quality of your work, right, you can do that in 2 ways: by practicing and getting better, and then getting newer equipment or better equipment. When it comes to prom photography, I did a whole video explaining how you can increase your prom photography. So if you want to start working with strobe lights, let's just say you did natural lighting this entire season, you want to start working with strobe lights, you have an entire year to practice. You grab your strobe light, pick you up a strobe light, you know, you get the 8200 Pro, and then with that, you practice. You can't just want better quality photos and just automatically expect it to happen by next year. No, you gotta act on these plans, you know, you gotta act on these things that are just not gonna happen. If you have the equipment already, you might not even need to up the equipment. You might just need to practice. Practice on different types of portrait photography, practice on different lighting techniques, just practice. So that way, you can increase your quality, and with increasing your quality, you can increase the amount you're charging because you are providing better work. This is what I do at the end of every single one of my seasons, whether that be football, basketball, anything. It doesn't really matter. If there's a seasonal type of photography that I do that is really peaking at a certain season, I always make sure I capitalize off it the best possible way that I can. And year after year, I've just been doing that more and more. And I'm still working on it now. Like I said, I want to figure out a way so I don't have to turn away any clients. I can accept everybody that comes to me. So that's gonna be my goal. That's what I'm gonna be working towards for next year. So with that is pretty much all. That's enough yapping from me. I appreciate y'all for sitting here listening to me. I hope I dropped some gems for y'all. I hope I can help y'all. I hope y'all had an amazing prom season, prom and graduation season. I seen some of y'all working the rating videos, and listen, man, some of y'all were doing y'all thing for real, man. But I hope y'all made a good amount of money, and I hope y'all are prepared for next year. By the time this video is dropping, because I am recording this video very early, but I currently have the Discord channel in the works. So the link to that will be in the description down below or in the comment section. But more importantly, giveaway. the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Go ahead and submit your entries for a chance to win any one of the 5 prizes. That's one thing y'all can expect from me. As much as y'all give to me and y'all do for me and allowing me to even have this platform, I will always give back to y'all. And the goal is to eventually be able to give back an entire camera or a lens or multiple. That's the ultimate goal. Baby steps. So we doing accessories for now. Baby steps, man. Baby steps. Other than that, thank y'all so much for everything. I appreciate y'all so much. Definitely check out the merch link in the description below. Check out the preset link in the description below. And most of all, check out that Discord link in the description down below. Oh, this is the first time of me actually saying Discord link instead of broadcast channel. I don't know what's gonna happen to the broadcast channel. I feel like we can still rock out in there though. obviously I'm gonna keep it up, but Discord is so much cooler because y'all can actually talk. So I feel like that's dope. Other than that, thank y'all so much for everything. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to stay creative. See you next one.